Howdy everybody, my name is Agent Spectar and welcome back to the Hystate server, where today we will be going over the PyroFarming plugin. This was created by PyroTempus, just like the PyroMining and most likely the PyroFishing. We'll get to PyroFishing in another video if you guys really want. Y'all in the Discord were like, absolutely please tell us how PyroFarming works. I'm going to do my absolute best. I have the SpigotMC page pulled up. I'll have that linked below in the description. But I will be mostly reading from the unofficial Hystate PyroFarming guide. It is not yet available. I got the link because I went to the server owner and I was like, hey, what should I use to make this video for especially the server players? And he was like, okay, well, here is this unofficial wiki thing. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to link that. Once it's out officially, I'll link it down below, like retroactively, but you're just going to get the SpigotMC link for now. So to start, you're going to do /farm. That will show you all the commands, but really the big one we're going to be doing today is just farm menu, because that will take us to the plugin menu. There is all sorts of things to cover. One of the big ones right here is the farm shop. That's where you sell the harvestables, basically whatever you get from the plugin specific crops. This is not base game crops. This is only for plugin crops. So you can't sell any of that here. This is just like with pyromining, where you sell the fluxes and the gemstones. I don't have anything to sell at this time. I've got nothing growing. But you just hit this little button and it goes boop. And you get your in-game money. That is all that the crops are there for. It are just a little bit of extra money. With that, however, the crops will give you Elysium. That's what this Elysium thing over here is for. Like how Zeta is your mining currency, quote unquote, for the plugin. Elysium is the currency for the farming plugin. You can only get Elysium with the plugin crops. I tried, out of curiosity. My blackberry bush gave me XP, or Elysium, sorry. But the cocoa beans over here in the corner did not. They did not give me any Elysium. So, just like with pyromining, any XP that the plants are going to give you is not like enchanting XP or MCMMO XP. This is just plugin XP. Over here, we've got the farmer's market, which contains a permanent shop and the rotating shop. That requires level 15. I am not at level 15. But we'll look at the permanent shop real quick. It's got blackberry bush, cucumber seed, onion seed, and lettuce seed that everybody has access to in the beginning. In fact, when you do /kit farm, I can't do it because it's not going to generate for me. You will get an iron hoe with a couple of enchants, 2 water buckets, a Growstation, this thing right here. We'll talk about that more in a second, and a lettuce seed. As you can see, each of these plants, the bushes or the cute little crop plants, have tons of information, which is really useful, but also kind of confusing. What we're going to talk about right now is that it shows you how much growing time they've got, how much each seed costs you with your server balance, and how much XP is generated every time you harvest it. There are no double drops thus far. I mean, there might be some that do so. Like, I can't see this. I can't. Apparently, you get 8 Ps, so cool. But each time correlates to how many items you're going to get. So, or however much XP you're going to get. Pretty well. We'll talk about temperature, temperament, and environment later in the video, because apparently it's actually critical in some cases. But like I said, we'll get to that later. There's a lot. As you can see, it gets beyond like the normal, like a strawberry bush. Oh, that's nice. And then you get to Pyroblaze Iris Seed. Yeah, There's a lot to get in here. Obviously, I can't show what's in the rotating shop at this time. And this over here is just, do you want confirmation before you buy or purchase something? You can toggle it on or off. I keep mine on. And this is just a cute little overview. Over here is the codex. We've got plants, bushes, crops, which is why I specified plants and not crops, trees, vineyards, and food. Obviously, these 4 have not been implemented yet. If you want real-time updates, go to the SpigotMC page. Again, it will be linked in the description box. But this is just the like the farmer's market, but more specific to the certain types. And then over here are the recipes. I cannot open this for some reason. I have been clicking on this all day. I don't know if it's a server thing or if it's a plugin thing. But whatever. So how do you get started? Right? You've got your kit farm. You've looked through the PyroFarming menu. You're like, okay, let's actually go buy a seed right now. Where are the onion seeds? All right, we got our 3 onion seeds. What the heck do we do? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, you're gonna put them into a Growstation. Now, Growstations are actually really easy to craft. You can't get them from the plugin, but they're very easy to craft in vanilla Minecraft from the plugins, due to the plugin. You just take a regular flower pot and 8 wheat seeds. Or you can spam kit farm every 12 hours because that's when it resets. Yeah, I have to wait another 11 hours, but whatever. And so to start, you're going to right click and you're going to take a plant and go boop. This shows you pretty much all the stats you need to know. How long it's going to take, what % done growing it is it at, and what the environment is. Like in the real world, not everything can grow in the same environment. Some grow in different, some grow in 1 or 2, whatever. These upgrades, just like the Zetas, are going to be powered by Elysium. I don't have any points available. I can't spend any Elysium. So this upgrades how long water will last you, or more. It gives you more water with the Growstation. We'll water this in a second, and I'll get to why later. This is your Elysium, so how much Elysium / XP you will get from harvesting the plant. How fast it'll grow, pretty obvious. And then they've got this funky one of mutation. So if you want to roll the dice, have at it. I'm not going to. Have fun with that. Over here are the stats for the Growstation. So how much XP you're going to get from it. I don't know what level is exactly. I think it's just base level or whatever. But it gives you the information of where the Growstation is located. The temperature is normal, temperament is friendly, and we're in the overworld, obviously. Those will probably change as we make upgrades to the Growstation. Growstation inventory doesn't work right now, so don't worry about that. This right here is your water information. So to water stuff, you are going to take a water bucket, or take a bucket, and fill it with water. Then you're going to go boop, and you can see how much water you've put in. It needs water to grow. So, as you can see, that really helped with growing. And then here is the more specific information from the onion. Yeah. So, let's do that as well over here. No, we have no water, so we definitely need to water that. Yeah, these have no water. Okay. So moving on, you can have 10 placed in the overworld at once. I don't know if that qualifies for the nether and the end. You can also have 10 bushes. This is my blackberry bush, like I said. I'm going with onion because of the plants that I can currently access. It gives me the most XP, and I don't have to fiddle with any of the recipes. We'll get to the recipes in a minute because they will be useful for the other plants, as well as some useful crafting things. Okay. Let's see. So when it comes to temperature, as you can see, this will grow in any environment whatsoever. But there are, it looks like, 7 temperature types. Glacial, freezing, cold, so varying degrees of cold. Glacial being the coldest of the cold. Normal, warm, hot, boiling. How do we do that? I've tried. Shoving a magma block under it is not going to get it warm. I actually lost a cucumber seed because of that. So instead, you're going to take your hoe and you're going to whack it against a composter. And this will show you how to craft certain items that you need for these higher level seeds. Okay, so for the cucumber, I would need the lava lamp. Here's the problem. I can't use that because I don't have access to tomato or jalapeno. So it's going to be rough in the beginning. That is for sure. When you are looking at the temperature, so warm would be +1, which would correlate to the cucumber. Hot would be +2. Boiling would be +3. Normal is 0. Cold is -1. Freezing is -2, and glacial is -3. So as you can, these basically just rack up the temperatures, which I think they might actually be different. This might need to be updated because it says +3 and +5. And then this is water advancements, cooling. So this is what you would use for cooling. And then I think you can put it into the Growstation to change the environment. Yeah, this makes nearby Growstations, or it sits like on the ground over here. So who knows? When it comes to temperament, there's no way to really go over this. So there are 3 types. Actually, I'm going to go back to my plant. As you can see, the onion has a friendly temperament. There is also 2 others. Aggressive, it will attack anything, including players. And normal means that it will attack anything besides players. So passive mobs, villagers, animals. It just won't. It'll attack everything else except the player, which is really funny to think about my onion tree deciding to throw hands with a random villager that happens to walk by. That's just funny. There are currently no ways to go about modifying a plant's temperament rating. So that might be changed in the future, just like with some things that haven't been implemented yet. But for now, good luck if you get an angry one. Double check that it's not angry. It's not an angry plant. And then the last thing we need to talk about is the skill archive or /skill tree. What you're going to do is you are going to oh, it's in here. Sweet. You can go to your handy dandy crafting table. This will help. Is it only for trees? This is saying it's for trees. It might also be helpful for Growstations and bushes, but we'll have to see. You just take a regular lectern, 4 tomatoes and 4 lettuces. Like I said, it's going to be rough in the beginning. So until we get to lettuce and tomato level, which if we check the farm codex, haha, using our knowledge of the commands, we get tomatoes at level 7. When do we get lettuce? Is it this? Okay, well, we've already got lettuce. So we won't be able to unlock that until somewhat of the way through level 7. So that's pretty much it for the PyroFarming information video. If more information comes out, I will probably make like a multi-part, I don't know, whatever. I'll make a different video going over all the plugin updates or whatever. I'm not even going to try and figure out how that's said. I promise you English is my first language. But you do actually, looking at the wiki real quick, the skill tree, skill archive thing, you will need that for certain advancements within the plugin. Just a quick note here. Like I said before, I'll link the SpigotMC page for more information. There's a whole discourse going on there. Yeah, that's really it. I thought this would take forever, but apparently not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.